In the sunny coral reef, Ollie Octopus waved to Coral the clownfish and Luna the moon jellyfish. They gathered near a small rock shelf where a bright jar of cookies sat. The water shimmered around them, wrapping the friends in a warm, gentle hug. Coral the clownfish swam in circles and giggled about their afternoon snack. Luna the moon jellyfish floated gently, her bells swaying with the current. Ollie Octopus eyed the cookie jar with a curious grin, thinking how nice it would be to taste one soon. A sweet smell of cookies drifted through the water. Ollie reached out one arm and tapped the lid. "They look so tasty," he said softly. His eyes stayed fixed on the jar, imagining the warm, chewy sweetness that waited inside for them. Coral the clownfish laughed and said they should wait until everyone was ready. Luna the moon jellyfish agreed, her tentacles curling in delight. Ollie Octopus nodded, but his gaze wandered back to the jar, wondering if he could sneak just one bite. When Coral and Luna turned to play near the reef wall, Ollie Octopus quietly lifted the lid. He slipped out the last cookie and popped it into his mouth. The soft crumbs melted on his tongue, making him smile, despite knowing he should wait. Crumbs floated slowly away, catching bits of sunlight as they drifted. Ollie Octopus placed the empty jar behind a tall piece of coral. He hoped no one would notice it was gone, and his arms curled close as he tried to act casual. Coral the clownfish swam back, her bright stripes flashing in the light. "Where's the cookie jar?" she asked, with a tilt of her head. Luna the moon jellyfish floated nearby, sensing something was missing from their snack spot by the reef shelf. Ollie Octopus smiled nervously and shrugged, trying to seem calm. His arms curled in tight circles as he avoided their eyes. The reef felt quieter now, except for the soft swish of water moving past the coral and shells around them. Luna the moon jellyfish floated closer and spotted crumbs near Ollie's arm. She said with a gentle smile. Coral the clownfish giggled, but looked curious, her eyes darting between Ollie's face and the floating crumbs nearby in the clear water. "Did you eat it?" Coral asked, her eyes wide and surprised. Ollie Octopus felt a warm blush spreading across his cheeks. He looked down at the sand below, unsure if he should answer right away or wait a little longer. Ollie Octopus whispered, "Maybe I did." His voice was small but honest. Luna the moon jellyfish's tentacles brushed his shoulder kindly, letting him know it was okay. The water around them felt softer, almost like a hug between good friends. Coral the clownfish swam around him, teasing in a playful tone. "You couldn't wait, could you?" she said with a grin. Ollie Octopus laughed a little, feeling the tension ease as his friends smiled instead of being upset with him. The three friends drifted together near the hiding spot behind the coral. Ollie Octopus reached in and pulled the jar out from its place. "Here it is," he said, holding it up so they could see the empty jar clearly. Luna the moon jellyfish looked at the empty jar and then at Ollie. "We can fill it again," she said warmly. Coral the clownfish nodded in agreement, her stripes blowing in the light as she thought about what they could make next. They decided to swim to the kelp garden where sweet sea berries grew. Ollie Octopus led the way with quick, excited strokes. His heart felt lighter now, knowing they would make something together and share it as good friends do. The kelp gardens swayed like green ribbons in the water. Coral the clownfish darted between tall stalks, finding berries tucked away. Luna the moon jellyfish floated above them, watching with care as Ollie Octopus reached for the ripest ones nearby. Ollie Octopus picked berries with his many arms, moving quickly. He hummed happily while working, feeling better with every berry he gathered. The bright colors reminded him of the cookies, and he thought about how good they would taste later. They placed the berries into a shell basket, careful not to drop any. Coral the clownfish said, "These will be perfect for cookies." Luna the moon jellyfish agreed, her tentacles curling gently as she imagined the sweet smell filling the reef. Back at the reef, Ollie Octopus set the basket beside the empty cookie jar. The water felt warm and safe around them. Coral the clownfish swam in small circles, eager to start making the new batch of berry cookies together. Together, they mashed the berries and mixed them with sea sponge crumbs. Coral the clownfish stirred while Luna the moon jellyfish measured each scoop carefully. Ollie Octopus watched the mix turn soft and sweet, thinking about how nice it would be to share. Ollie Octopus shaped the mix into round cookies and placed them on a flat shell. The sweet smell spread through the water. Coral and Luna watched as he worked, smiling at the thought of enjoying the fresh cookies together soon. They waited as the sun warmed the cookies in shallow water. Coral the clownfish told a funny story about a speedy shrimp. Ollie Octopus laughed, his arms uncurling as he listened. Luna the moon jellyfish floated nearby, enjoying the peaceful moment. Luna the moon jellyfish floated close, her voice soft and kind. "You see, sharing feels good," she said. Ollie Octopus nodded, feeling warmth in his chest. He knew she was right, and that friends enjoyed things more when they shared them. When the cookies were ready, they placed them in the jar. Ollie Octopus made sure everyone had one first. Coral the clownfish grinned as she took hers, while Luna the moon jellyfish held her cookie gently in her curling tentacles. Coral the clownfish smiled and said, "Now we all get to enjoy them together." Ollie Octopus's heart felt light. He took a small bite, savoring the taste and the happy feeling of eating with his two closest friends beside him. Luna the moon jellyfish took a bite and closed her eyes. "These are sweeter than before," she said. Coral the clownfish nodded in agreement, smiling at Ollie Octopus. The water around them seemed even warmer than it had earlier. Ollie Octopus looked at his friends and said, "I'm glad I told the truth." Coral the clownfish patted his arm. Luna the moon jellyfish's tentacles curled happily as they all felt the closeness of their friendship growing stronger than before. They ate their cookies while the reef glowed in the fading sun. The gentle water swayed around them like a lullaby. Ollie Octopus listened to the soft sounds and felt peace, knowing his friends were happy to be together. Ollie Octopus, Coral the clownfish, and Luna the moon jellyfish hugged with their fins and arms. They knew honesty had made their friendship even sweeter. The reef shimmered around them as they smiled, ready for more adventures together in their bright underwater home. Coral smiled and swam close to her friends. They drifted home, feeling warm and happy inside.